Hello and welcome, ladies. I'm so excited about this afternoon's planning session. Y'all know I live for a good plan. I live for us thinking of success as well as us taking the steps necessary to bring about our success. I don't believe that anybody who has achieved great success achieved it by just wishing and hoping and praying. No, they took actions. They decided that there were certain things that they needed to do each and every day. So I just want to assist you guys in the process of doing the same thing. Years ago, I created a local meetup where women from the Cleveland area would get together, and we called it Coffee and Calendars. Good evening, Tanika. How are you? Good afternoon. How are you? The previous Coffee and Calendars used to be in the evening, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I love meeting up with women, us like setting our goals and intentions for the month and all of that. Like, I live for those sessions. And then COVID happened, and now we're here. So I've been getting a lot of emails and messages like, when are you bringing Coffee and Calendars back? When can we do like some impromptu planning sessions? Like, can you help me with this? It's like, yeah, let's do it. But we're going to do it online because, yeah, I haven't been at a place where I really want to meet up a whole lot. Like, I got a whole lot going on in my personal life, already have a busy schedule. So adding physical meetings to the calendar can be a little bit difficult. But right now, ladies, while I do have this time, while I have this availability in my Sunday afternoon, I just want to make sure that I provided you guys with some plans so that you guys can end this month strong. Y'all, it's literally about to be August. I don't think y'all realized it. So much has happened in the past 7 months. And for many women, they have not accomplished their goals. They still have family issues. They have financial issues. They have faith issues. Like, there's all these things that women are struggling with that they don't have to. I know that you don't have to because I no longer struggle in these areas, and my clients no longer struggle in these areas. And there are people all around the world that we don't know that don't struggle with these things. Why? Because they have plans and then they follow their plans through. So I just want to assist you guys on the planning. Now, if you received an email from me inviting you to this planning session, you should have also received some really cute documents like this right here, okay? So if you have it, that is also what we're going to be looking at right here. And I'm just going to flip this. Hey, Sylvia, how are you doing? God bless you. I'm so happy to see you here. Hi, ladies. Thank you all so much for tuning in. All right, so right here, guys, I simply just have my laptop because we are on Facebook doing this, and I didn't know another way to do this. If we were to be on a different platform, like a Zoom platform, I would be able to share my screen, but because we are on Facebook, I don't know exactly how to share anything else but my computer. So I will learn. If there is a way, let me know. But this is the worksheet, guys, that we're going to begin working with, and this is our July 2021 end of the month goals. If you do not have this worksheet, it's completely fine. All you need is a sheet of paper. What I decided to do, guys, for you was already establish what our focus points would be. So these are going to be our focus points. We're going to focus on our faith these next 2 weeks, our family these next 2 weeks, our finances, our food and fitness, as well as our future, okay? And it's very simple, ladies. All you have to do is establish 3 things that you are going to do within each of these sections within the next 2 weeks. Because you guys know we have a total of 14 days left to really make this a wonderful month. For some of you guys, your faith goal might be, I just want to say a prayer every day, okay? I've been going through my life and it's been really kind of crazy. And if I could just say one prayer a day, that's what I want to do. For someone else, it might be, hello, Angela, how are you? It might be a faith goal is like, I just want to meditate. I need to get my mind right. And I know meditating has the power of changing minds. So let me just do that. And just so on and so forth, ladies. We want to just go through this list. I want you to take your time. I just want you to identify 3 things I will do between now and August 1st for these different categories. For your family, maybe you want to do some type of movie night that you host before August 1st because everyone's going back to school or work or whatever's happening, and you want to host a movie night this month. Let's get it done before August 1st. Maybe another family goal is to schedule family therapy. You know, you've been saying that you want your household to be thriving mentally, physically, financially. And a part of you guys getting your mental health in order is going to see a therapist. We all see therapists in this household, okay? And we love it. We love it. So maybe that's a goal for you. The next one on the list, guys, was your finance goals. Maybe you want to revisit your budget, which is one of mine, y'all, because I was looking, I was like, girl, you just be spending money. You do. And sometimes that comes with the territory. As your income increase, you like, oh, I could start buying a whole lot of stuff. But it's just like, Marlia, that's not a necessity. Okay, girl, you still got goals. So let's revisit that budget. Okay. And the next category was food and fitness, guys. Now, I'm really big on food. If you don't know my story, I was very sick in my 20s. I was way too young to be hospitalized and going through the things that my body was going through. But what this amazing doctor had said to me, he was like, you know what, I could get fired for telling you this, but I believe that a lot of the things that are happening in your body can be corrected if you just change the way you ate. And I took his word to heart. I started doing my studies and my research, and I just learned that a lot of the foods that I were eating were leading to the inflammation in my hands and my knees, were causing me to have blurred vision and all these things. I started saying no more McDonald's, no more Wendy's. I stopped eating all these different processed foods and these meats and all these different things. And all of a sudden, voila, no more pain, no more blurred vision, no more craziness in my body. Like, it all disappeared. So I still am, even though I'm now in my 30s, I'm still on this total wellness journey where I'm always wanting to put water in my body each day, where I'm wanting to put fruit and vegetables inside of my body, where I'm meditating, just doing all these things. So that next goal, guys, if you missed that one, that was the food and fitness goal that I have right here. Just 3 things. So maybe every day, maybe one goal for the next 2 weeks is I just want to drink 1/4 of a gallon a day. And then maybe your second goal for the next 2 weeks of July could be I want to work out 3 days a week. And then your third goal for your fitness might be stretching daily, because that over 30 body needs you to stretch. I promise you, we need to stretch, okay? And then your last goal for your future, guys. I'm going to actually show y'all exactly what I did. But for one of my future goals is I need to get braces. So I put braces on here. So I need to make sure I'm taking some steps necessary for my teeth to get straightened and pushed back and all that. And I have a couple other ones. So again, ladies, I simply want us to focus on the last 2 weeks of July. That's just between now and August 1st. And we are simply just saying we're going to do 3 things for these different areas of focus. We're going to do 3 things for our faith, 3 things for our family, 3 things for our finances, 3 things for our food and fitness, and then 3 things for our future. All right? I've only been able to create this really, really purpose-filled, meaningful life full of just peace and abundance and joy doing what I love because I planned it. Years ago with my accountability coach, we planned out the stuff that I'm literally doing right now. This was a future vision of me being able to work for myself full time, me being able to have a house that's full of peace and love. And like I planned this out, but I did this by staying dedicated to my family goals, which was mommy and me time, you know, or my family goals, which was spending time with my husband, or my future goals, which was working on my business plan with a business coach, which was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did all these different things for so long. And it's like, this is what happens. Faith and hard work, you are going to get the result that you desire, but you got to start taking those baby steps now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the camera back over. I'm going to show you guys exactly what my list looked like. Okay. For this first page. All right. So for the first page, this is what I'm deciding to focus on. All right. For my faith, guys, and this is stuff I've been doing, but I'm just going to let y'all know this is what's on my to-do list, is every day I'm praying and meditating, period. I'm only the success that I am because I have a relationship with God and I got my mind right. I had to overcome self-limiting beliefs. I had to overcome fear. I had to overcome money issues, all these things so that I could be great. I had to pray and I had to meditate. Pray is talking to God. Meditate is doing the mindset work. Also, guys, my faith goals, I deeply desire to be a woman that leads with love and with wisdom. If I'm coming off all the time with a bad attitude or hurting people's feelings and checking people, that's not the way that people receive. So as a leader, I need to learn how to love and be empathetic at all times. Also, I want to be the woman that provides wise counsel, and I'm not telling other women to do foolish things that I don't believe will lead to their success. So part of my faith is being a woman who leads with love and wisdom. Another part of my faith is just knowing what God desires me to do. So I read the Bible daily. My family goes between now and August 1st. I want to have a date night with my husband, a planned date night, because we do a lot of impromptu date nights. Manny is this is what he do, okay? He will be like, babe, we about to do this, and it just happens, and I love it. But I would like a nice planned date night, not an impromptu, put it on my scheduled date night before the end of the month and do something special. I also want to make sure that we have our family days. So we'd like to have at least 2 family days a month where like the whole day is like all intense fun type of stuff, like just going in, whatever that is. We going to the extreme. We hiking in the woods, we traveling somewhere, we playing games, dance party, like whatever it is, we go in at least twice a month. And I want to make sure that we have our second one. We've had like 3 this month. I want to have 1 more though, because we have 2 weeks. I want to make sure that I'm scheduling in my mom and me time with each of my children. I have 6 children, guys, and I believe that the time that I spend with them is important. The individual time that I spend with them is important, and I'm going to turn it back to me on this one. Our babies grow up so fast, guys, just like we grew up really fast, and we learned a lot from like school and peers, and we heard things that our parents said, but we processed however we did, and we are where we are. I believe that as parents, if we take the time to just talk to our children as well as listen to our children and participate in activities that our children love, we'll be able to connect with them and bond with them on another level, which will allow them to trust us better. And I'm all for my children trusting me so that when I want to provide my wise counsel, they will be open to it and won't be like, who you think you are, lady? You did it. No, we're friends. We talk about all the things. So mommy and me time is just a great way of enhancing that friendship. You could do mommy and me time with babies. You could do mommy and me time with folks in their 40s, okay? It doesn't matter how old your children are. You just have to have intentional time where you guys can participate in that activity that they love, where they could just be open and honest with you guys and y'all can bond and connect. So that is on my to-do list every single month. All right. And then the last thing for my family that I want to do going into August is I just want to prepare for the school year. I want to make sure that all the registration requirements and everything is done, as well as the tutors. I want to make sure that my children are excelling in math and English, and I just want to have all these things established. All right. I already told y'all about this one. My financial goals, guys, I have to go over my budget. I've been spending more money than I have in a long time, and I'm like, ooh, girl, this is not who you are. You are not a shopper. So I got to go back over my budget and start fine-tuning a few things. I also have some programs that I'm going to be releasing towards the end of this year for women, and I want to just start finalizing the details. There's a couple people that I need to add on my teaching team and just get some stuff together so that this thing goes all well, and I don't have the whole responsibility of doing all of the programs on my own. I want to really connect and collab with some other women who have greater specialties than I do. And then also I have some products that I'm going to be releasing as well before 2022. And there's some marketing strategies that I'm reviewing right now with my coach. And I just want to make sure that we get that done. So I'm going to be focusing on all of this before going into August 1st. All right. As you guys see, my food and fitness goals, I'm working out and I'm stretching daily because the way my body is set up, I need to stretch. And then work out. I just like to do something physical, like whatever. It could be dancing, it could be lifting weights, it could be biking, walking, doing a YouTube video. I like to do something physical for my body. It just makes me feel good. I also want to make sure that I'm eating healing foods, guys. If you all aren't aware, I do have this wonderful total wellness program where I walk women through the process of healing their bodies. And it's mindset work, but it's also natural work, such as eating the right foods. And there are certain foods that God has blessed us with on this earth in the form of fruits and vegetables and herbs and grains and all these things that actually breed so much nutrition into our bodies that it literally takes away pain and it dissolves a lot of sickness and disease. But you got to be eating these things on a regular basis so that your body gets what it needs so that it can do the work that it needs to. So for me, I never want to be a sick girl ever again. I never want to have pain in my hands, in my knees, in my back, in my belly, in my head. I don't want that life anymore. I did that in my 20s, okay? So I want to spend my 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s until forever with a really nice healed body. For me to maintain this healed body, I gotta eat the right food. So every day I eat healing foods. I make sure something off the healing foods list is inside my body, all right? And then I also added, y'all see this for the next 2 weeks, I can't do the dairy. We gotta stay off the dairy. These next 2 weeks, Marlia, I know them cupcakes, that cake, that cheesecake, it's so yummy, but we gotta do the dairy-free version. And then my water goal, I have a minimum water goal of a half a gallon a day. It's very easy for me to hit that. So as long as I'm doing that every day, I feel great. But I'm drinking tea. Oh, hold on. This is coffee and calendars, tea and to-do list. I don't drink coffee, but this is my tea. It's some turmeric vitality tea. If anybody is drinking coffee or tea right now, drop it down below. Let me know what you're drinking. Also, if you guys have decided on any of these goals, let me know what you're planning on doing from your faith, your finances, your future. Let's get into my future goals. All right. And then my future goals for my future, guys, I need to hire like 4 more people. I know it. I know this year I need to hire a minimum of 4 people, and I've literally been pushing myself and the people I have to the limit. Not really, but for real. I know that things would be a lot smoother and nobody would have to work as much if we just had more people. So that's something that I want to do this year. I also want to get braces this year, and then there's some new equipment. I got some stuff that's a little bit outdated that I've had for some time, some years, that I just want to invest in for my future, and so I'm going to go ahead and just invest in my equipment, okay? All right, now guys, for you to successfully accomplish all these goals, all right, for you to attend to your faith well, your family, your finances, your food and fitness, as well as your goals for your future, it's very important that you do these 3 things, all right? The first thing is plot out your schedule and goals daily. I believe, ladies, and I'm going to switch the camera around. I believe in having a planner, some type of planner, as well as a cell phone with reminders, or even like your iPad reminders. Guys, I had a really hard time in the beginning of trying to get my life right and like run my business full time and stuff. I had a really hard time with time management. And it was because I would literally wake up every day without a plan. And it wasn't until I started like literally planning out, like at 9:30, I'm doing this. At 10 o'clock, I'm doing this. 11, whatever the thing was, that I was able to actually go to my planner and get the things done. Most of the time we find ourselves like on Facebook or Instagram or on the phone with our family and friends, or watching TV with a whole bunch of stuff we need to get done, and we're not getting it done because we just might not have it written down, or we might not have an alarm set, or we might just not have the accountability. Because I know how easy it is for people to be like, oh, this is what I got to do. Put the notebook away. Oh, my work alarm, pursue your purpose alarm is going off. I'm going to just snooze on that one real quick. So I know it gets hard. But ladies, I do believe that if you just do the first step in here, plotting out your schedule and your goals every single day, that would be great. A practical step that y'all can do right now, after you've gone through this list, you talked about your faith, your family, all these different things, open up your planner. Did I say I was going to be hanging out with my kids on Thursday? Oh, let me put that in the planner. Thursday, I got a call. Oh, that's not the 29th. That's the 29th. This is the end of the month. But let me plot that out on my calendar, Did I say that I was going to be working out every day? All right, let me write that in. My workout's going to be from 7 to 7:30 every day. You're just putting it on here. You're adding this. Maybe you're hiring me to check in on you to make sure you get to the places you're supposed to. But like, seriously, this is what we do over and over again every single day. We set at least 3 goals for the day and we get it done. Let me see. Here's another one of my goals that I had, like setting date night. have date night and family day prepared. That means I need to go ahead and go through this wonderful list and figure out, is this my date night? Do I want to do it on July 31st? If so, let me put 7 p.m. right here, date with hubby at so-and-so place. You know, whatever it is, guys, we just literally have to put it on our calendar and make sure that we get our alarms. That's the second thing that I had said here. Follow schedule by setting alarms and reminders. It's so important. Grab your phone. I have, let me show you guys mine. But here are a couple of alarms. My screen looks a little bit janky, a little bit dirty, but like these are things that I have: pray, reprint, create, lunch class, call with Tia, different stuff that I had going on last week that I just set these different alarms so that I don't miss things. I just set them, guys, and it really helps me. And then the last thing is minimize distractions and utilize accountability daily. So distractions wise, this could be a huge distraction. So here's a tip, guys. If you know that you're going into, maybe it's a workout session, it's an at-home workout session, you're not ready to go out in the public yet, but you know you need to get this 15-minute YouTube video done. Put your phone in the kitchen, go to your living room, turn YouTube on. You got this 15 minutes, just do it. You don't need your phone to be checking who's doing what. Like, we don't need these things. We don't. And then once you're done, check it off of your to-do list, check it off your planner. You got your workout done, and then you can go grab your phone. I do it all the time, ladies. I'm not in my office right now, but when I'm in my home office, this phone is somewhere. I don't even know where my phone is sometimes. Like, literally, I go hours of my day without my phone. I put it up on a fireplace. I leave it in my bedroom because I got things I need to do. My biggest priority is following my planner, you know? So it's just like, that's what I'll do. I'll put my phone somewhere else. And then I'll have this right here. I'm only want to do this project for 20 minutes. Guys, I work less than 20 hours a week. My husband and I work less than 20 hours a week. We have 3 businesses between the 2 of us. Okay? It's a lot of people making decent money, but they have to work over 40 hours a week to do that. My husband and I have learned how to make great money working less than 20 hours a week. It's because we got certain systems in place in business that are necessary, as well as when we go in to do something, we go in and we get out. We're not going to spend 3 hours talking with the team when this is something that only needs to be handled in 20 minutes. Like, a lot of people do a lot of talking, you're doing a lot of texting, you're doing a lot of searching. Like, no, we don't have to do those things. Put a time limit on it, go into that session. I'm giving myself 10 minutes to research this subject. If I can't come out in 10 minutes with an answer, I'm going to reach out to somebody who can give it to me. Pay somebody for the answer. Pay somebody to do the work. That's also how I work less than 20 hours a week. Right now, I have 4 women who just came to me to have books written. And at one time, Marlia was a writer. Marlia was ghostwriting and all this stuff for income. Now, just being faithful to my little craft, I got people working on each of their books. I got a different person that is writing each of these girls' books. And all I'm doing is checking in with the people. How long does it take me to check in with the people every week? I don't know. Not a lot. So it's just so many things that we can do, guys, when we just learn the wisdom and then apply it, okay? And so something that has worked so well with me is just saying, hey, I'm assigning 30 minutes to checking my emails. I'm giving myself 5 minutes to check my Facebook messages. I'm giving myself 2 hours to be with my kids, you know, and just plan it out and stick to it. Set the alarms, guys, so that at the end of the day, you're not like, oh, well, I'm tired. Shoot, I didn't get anything done. We don't do that anymore, ladies. We're women of excellence. We choose to love ourselves freely. We create the lives that we were supposed to live. And that's not by not knowing what we're doing each day and out of our time. So I'm just trying to help you guys live more efficient lives that are full of peace and purpose and productivity. And there's so many different things that you guys can do to literally hack into success this year. And one of the first things you guys can do is plot out this list. I'm trying to turn it around. Is get this list plotted out on your schedule. If you're praying and meditating every day, what time are we doing this? If you are reading your Bible, what time are you doing it? If you're going to prepare for school, what day are we doing this? I'm going to do this most likely on a Wednesday because Wednesdays are days that I have open to do stuff like this. Okay? What day are you doing your budget, Marley? I'm probably going to do my budget on Thursday because that's a good day because I don't have a lot of work to do on Thursday. All these things, just put it on your calendar. All right? Now, the next page, ladies, because I know that you might have some things that had nothing to do with faith, nothing to do with family, or maybe it did, but you just needed some extra space to write down your goals. Here are a couple more bullet points for you if you just had a couple more things on your list that did not actually fit in the main goals list. So here would be just a couple of things. Dear self, get these done. Y'all get it done. All right. And then here's a message from yourself. Thank you. Love you, future self. P.S. I believe in you. So I did this. And we're just going to go all the way through mine. These are some things I need to get done. I had 2 new scholarship recipients that I need to meet with this month before going into August. So that's something else I need to actually review this list and plot it out on my calendar. I need to make sure I get these girls in my binder. All right. I have 2 new coaching clients, a young lady in Jersey and a young lady in Cleveland, Ohio, that want to start a coaching program with me. I need to get official on our coaching start dates because they said this month and we've been going back and forth, and I need to actually solidify when I am available and when we can start. We're going to be switching up some things in my household where people are going to have different tasks in the month of August. It was my husband's idea, like, let's get somebody on the bathrooms. Let's have more consistency. So we're working on that, and that's something I'm excited about because my husband doesn't want me to have to do anything else for the house. Like, he really doesn't want me to have to take care of cleaning up stuff. He's just not something he wants me to do anymore. I have to also, for business-wise, I need to send a logo out. And I also have to set up an in-person meeting date with Veronica. And then last, I want to sow a seed into Sarah's life. So I'm going to send some money to Sarah. And then I also have to schedule a FaceTime with this young lady. So this is my last minute list. Oh, this is the last page. And how I would do with this, guys, is I would literally just, meet with them. I'll probably send out some last minute emails or texts like, hey guys, I want to confirm these dates. Just make sure. The same thing with Christy and Darlene. The same thing with the house. Like, literally just plotting all of these different things out. And then it just happens, guys. And then you're like literally living your best life because you've done the things that you said you wanted to do. You reached out to the people that you wanted to reach out to. You worked with the people that you wanted to work with. You released the product or service, or you took the class for the certification. Like, the only way we ever get these things done is by getting them done. And the best way to get them done is to have a plan. So, ladies, I hope that you guys enjoy this planning session. This is something I love because it brings me so much peace to just know, like, this is what I'm doing on Monday, and this is what I'm doing on Tuesday, and this is what's helping my marriage to thrive, or this is what's helping my family to thrive, and all these things. Day after day, week after week, month after month, as you plan, you will literally find yourself walking in the manifestation of the woman you desire to be. Your house will be clean, your peace will be increased, you'll be walking in your purpose full time, doing what you love with who you love, and it'll just be this really, really wonderful, a beautiful life. But these lives don't happen out of nowhere, ladies. We have to plan for them, and then we have to take the action necessary to get them. So I just want to say thank you guys so very much for joining me this session of Coffee and Calendars, Tea and To-Do List. I'm hoping that my tea is cool enough for me to drink some because it was really hot in the beginning of this. I love turmeric. Oh my goodness. And turmeric is one of those healing things as well, guys. If you want to learn more about what things you could put into your body to reduce your inflammation, get you some turmeric. I love turmeric and ginger. It makes me feel so good in the inside, as well as stop eating some of that crazy stuff that y'all eating, okay? But I'm here for y'all. I'm here for women who are desiring to live more purpose-filled and peace-filled lives, who want to be more productive and more prosperous. Like, I'm here for all of that. I don't believe that we were ever created to be in lack, for us to suffer for a long and endless period of time. Like, no, God has come to give us relief. Relief financially, relief physically, spiritually, mentally. Like, every bit of bondage that you think that you might be in, any bit of captivity, you can find a relief from that. You can find a relief from that crazy lifestyle, that chaotic schedule, you know what I'm saying? That stress, like all these things that we kind of think are mandatory because everybody around us happens to be in them. They're not actually mandatory, guys. I've been living in so much peace and productivity and prosperity these past few years just by putting a few things in place, like my schedule, and sticking to it. you know, me making it to these meetings, me investing in the coaches. Like there was a time where, and it was just on my to-do list, right? I was on Clubhouse. There's this app called Clubhouse. It's an all audio Clubhouse. And I have been listening to this coach for over a month, okay? Like I'm tuning in every single week. I'm listening to him teach and all these things. And he speaks my language. He's one of those people that likes to work less than 10 hours a week, okay? So, you know, we vibing, right? And I'm just like, I think I'm going to invest in him. I reviewed my budget, talked to my husband. Everything was good. So on my to-do list, so this was 2 or 3 weeks ago, literally, and I could probably find it in here. I had it on my planner to sign up with coaching with so-and-so, right? And I did it. And I'm benefiting greatly because of it. So it's like, women, we got to stop talking and we got to start doing. Because talking just leads to just talk. That's all it is. But as action takers, we make all things possible for ourselves as well as the people that we love. And when I tell you there is such a greater life on the other side of you getting organized, on the other side of you sticking to your commitments and you saying what you can do. Like there's so many women right now that are asking God, I need a new house. I need a new car. I need a husband. I need all these things, right? And God is like, girl, you ain't even made up your bed. How am I gonna trust you with it? You can't even make up your bed. You can't keep your house clean. You're not even spending time with your children right now, and you want me to take you to... Girl, you foolish. You're so foolish. And I used to be foolish too, asking these big things. Big things. God, I want you to do this for me and my man. I want you to do this for me and my kids. I want you to do this for this. Baby, you wasn't even faithful with the little I gave you. I gave you that $10 and you spent all of that on some food. You can invest it in a monthly coaching program with somebody. Baby, you want a new house and your current house is a mess. So I am your favorite accountability coach because I really, really want to hold you accountable to becoming the highest version of yourself and you becoming everything that you were created to be. And that's just a woman of excellence and prosperity and peace and productivity and purpose and all these things. So I'm going to keep on creating things and sending out reminders and letting y'all know that y'all can do all the things, but you got to do these little things. You got to be faithful with these little things. And all I'm asking you guys to do in this next 2 weeks is to be faithful. Be faithful to this. Be faithful to this list. Make it a priority right now. Sometime today, before going into Monday, grab your 2021 planner. Grab it. Here's mine. Grab your planner. Get your alarm set, you know. Put these things out. Do it. And then add these things. These extra things that you have, do it. Put it all on your calendar. Set your alarms. Get it done, okay? You don't have to be broke in 2022. You don't have to be stressed out in 2022. Your family doesn't have to be in madness in 2022. If you do the work right now, everything can change for you in 2022. But you have to do it, okay? So I just want to encourage you to step beyond your fears, tap into some faith, and show the Lord, okay? What you gonna do with these next 2 weeks? I promise, if you be faithful to your time, God will be faithful to you. He sure will. Just today, and this is the last thing I'm going to get off. Just today, my husband, he's traveling right now. And he's so sweet. Oh, my goodness, I love him. He's traveling right now. And we've been doing a lot of this work. We've been just sticking to the things that we said we're going to do. We said we want to call somebody. We're going to set up this meeting. We're going to do whatever we said. We're just going to do it, right? So while my husband's gone, he calls me. He's just like, you will not believe what just happened. And when I say it was the manifestation of prayers and meditations, like something really major happened. And I was just like, shoot. Okay. So that's just one phone call, right? So I'm getting back to my work. I get 2 text messages on my phone, not from my husband, but from 2 other people that's trying to do some work, okay? And I'm talking about purpose work, and I'm talking about money work, and I'm talking about so from my husband's call to these text messages, then my husband calls me again, babe, I got something else to tell you. And I'm just like, dude, I got something to tell you. And we got this whole back and forth of gotten stuff to tell each other because we've been putting in the work. And hard work and our faith lead to prosperity. And that's the only reason that we happen to be on people's mind on a Sunday morning. Before we didn't really start the day. Like we chilling, we kicking. I'm at the house of Manlito, like, and 4 separate people. 2 people reached out to him, 2 people reached out to me, and we like, bruh, we've been putting in the work. We've been doing the daily work. He's been honoring me. I've been honoring him. We've been taking care of our household. Our house stay clean. We've been working on our purpose. We've been being obedient. Like, and it just comes. We don't got to search for nothing. When I say me and men we don't have to search. It just comes. So good will come to you. Blessings will flow to you. The windows of heaven will open up for you when you are faithful with the little. Whatever you have right now, get it in order. If you want to be blessed, get it in order. Sooner than later, okay? All right, ladies, if you feel like you are so good with your goals, with writing them down, with organizing them, but have a hard time executing, message me directly. Guys, that's all you got to do. Be faithful with that action step. I promise you. And it will bless you abundantly. But outside of that, ladies, I would just want to connect with you all on whatever level, whatever y'all have going on. Y'all have projects, y'all releasing stuff, y'all pursuing y'all dreams. I love those updates. Sharing with me, I'll share them with my people. And we could all just grow and glow together and make things happen, y'all. So, Tanika, you are so funny. I need you in my life. Hit up. Send me a message. I really love this, guys. I do, because it's not as hard as we make it seem. I think that a lot of us think ourselves into situations and we take these actions that don't really support who we're supposed to be, and we just get stuck. But it's very simple. It's just doing these little things like these goals, or us reaching out and collaborating with people, or us stopping doing certain things, because it's a whole lot of stopping that needs to be done. For me to have self-healed my body, I had to stop doing a lot of stuff. For me to leave my job, I had to stop doing things and start doing things. For me to just everything that I have now was dependent on the actions that I took, what I stopped doing and what I started doing, and what I remained faithful and consistent to, So it's just not that easy. I mean, it's just that easy. It is. It's not as hard as people think it is. It's just the very simple things. You can just be faithful. If you can be faithful to this list, just show God, like, hey, God, this is what I'm doing for my family, my faith, my finances, my future, my food and fitness, and I'm going to get it done. And then next month, I want you to trust me with more. And the next month, more. The next month, more. The more he can trust you with, the larger your territory will be. The more expansive your bank account will be, the more peace you will have, the more love you will have, the more health in your body you will have. But if he can't trust you, don't expect all these things to be going right, okay? They just don't. But start being faithful. Be faithful with the things that you're thinking on a regular basis, doing on a regular basis, speaking on a regular basis. Be intentional with even what's in your heart. There's a lot of ladies that struggle. They're so angry about so many things. They're so fearful about so many things. And I've been angry and I've been fearful too. But I couldn't have none of this with that anger. I couldn't have any of this with bitterness. I couldn't have any of this with fear. So that meant that in 2019, I had to do real deep mindset work on fear. I had to really do some changing things in my mind about fear. That meant that even like financially, before we got to this place, before we had to, got to this place and not having to work so hard, I had to make real decisions with my money. I had to get real advisors and people to walk me through processes and teach me how to do certain things. Like, there's just little things that we have to do, but let's do them, guys. Let's do it, because God wants us to be the example. There's so many people that say, like, I love God and I believe God and all these things, but your life doesn't look like it. Even when my life was hard, and it was hard just because of outside factors, my husband and I were still good. We never missed a meal. Our mortgage always got paid. Car notes, like everything. So I'm not going to say you're not going to have trials, because trials are for everybody. Trials are everywhere, but God has come to overcome those. So when we have this connection to God, and when we're really faithful with our time and doing the work that we're supposed to do each day, he covers us in our trials. He provides for us in our trials. A lot of women lose the grace. A lot of women lose their power and their strength because there's like this disconnect. And you're not being faithful to the right stuff. You being faithful to unfaithful men. You being faithful to jobs that ain't faithful to you. You being faithful to friends that are doing nothing but bringing you down and keeping you from your purpose. You're connecting to resources and music and materials and stuff that aren't feeding you, but instead they're pulling the very life and purpose out of you. So I just want to help y'all just live in all the abundance and the power that you were supposed to. But it's going to come with you really, really being faithful to just these few things, guys. The few things on the list. So if you have any further questions, guys, on how I can assist you, I am available on Instagram and Facebook. Marlia Hall, Marlia Breon Hall. Just send me a message. Send me an email. Like, let's link up. Let's get some things done. I want to see y'all all live in this peace and this prosperity and being super productive, okay? Let's not spend the rest of our years dreading life when every day could be joy. Every day could be abundance. Every day could just be happy and purpose and like all these. Like I cannot stress enough how accessible this new life is. But we got to be we have to be very faithful with what we do in this present life. So, all right, y'all, I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to go about my business. I'm going to get things done. And it's my hope that you do the same. If y'all need anything, please feel free to message me directly. And I truly enjoyed this planning session. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.